going, everybody? This is Oridus from PPCGeeks, and I'm bringing you a quick video review of an application called Deluxe Moon. Basically, for all of you people that are interested in the moon and the stars, more particularly the moon, of course, hence the name, it's basically going to give you a bunch of information that is pretty kind of difficult to find otherwise. It gives you it in one centralized location. I know I have a few friends, and myself in particular, since I just became a photographer, that constantly look at the calendars, you know, the ones that you hang on your refrigerator, to see when the next full moon is, just so I can try to take pictures of it. Well, this app actually kind of worked out really well for me because it actually brings in a lot more information than I had previously been given on a regular calendar. So without further ado, we'll kind of hop in here. Deluxe Moon is made by a company called LifeWare Solutions. It's available on iOS, Android, and Windows Phone 7, with Android also having a widget for it as well. So here we are in the application, kind of gets you cleared up here. And on the first page alone, you're already kind of smacked in the face with a bunch of information, a couple pieces of information about where the moon is at, as far as how much, what percentage of the moon is actually lit up by the moment. Right now you can see it's a waxing crescent, moon phase with 42% coverage. 10:34 today was the moon rise, and the moon set will fill in here once the moon has set. It gives you location information with latitude and longitude, and basically gives you the time since moonrise. And then we'll go over to the next page here, and this is your full moon calendar. So basically you're able to go through the months here and get the moon information as to what days the moon phases are going to be in exactly the order. So as we can see here, for example, in March of this year, we'll have on the 18th a full moon, and the 19th, 20th, and 21st, it's all going to appear like to be a full moon. And then on, you know, like the 4th, 5th, and 6th, you know, you're going to see barely any of the moon itself. So really nice calendar. I prefer that over what I find on my refrigerator. It was really nice to see that. And then you also have the phase information with times and dates on here of the full steps of the moon phases, and where the geological location is of the moon according to the Earth. So we'll kind of focus in on that. So I thought this was really really nifty. It also gives you a lot of in-depth information down here. This was really cool. You'll notice that right here the longitude area is constantly updating by the second of where the moon is. So that was really neat to see on there. This also brings in a lot of zodiac information. So all the people who are astronomically inclined, for their zodiac information, you can get a lot of information in here as well for that as well. It gives you some information again on how this all works. So whoever you know is so inclined to read their zodiac and, you know, likes that, they can get that information right there. It's got a few options, positioning options, as you can see, date and time options, and then appearance of the application itself. The app was pretty fast moving. You know, I really didn't have any troubles with it loading or anything like that. So you know, I gotta give them, you know, credit for the application that they made, and I'll let that load back up because I exited out of it. But I wanted to show you that on Android, I don't have it downloaded, but they do offer a widget, the Deluxe Moon widget. We'll zoom in here. And basically it's a widget that you put on your desktop to get a very quick preview of all that information. $1.77 on Android, one-time fee. But again, like I said, I don't have it downloaded since this is my HTC Aria, which I no longer use. So, but yeah, there is this little star down here as well, which we'll tap. That way you can get a further in-depth view of what's going on with the horoscopes, zodiac signs, elements, information. I mean, there's just a ton of information inside of this application. So LifeWare Solutions, it's free for Windows Phone 7. You know, check it out if you're somebody like me who simply just wants to take a picture of the moon and wants to know when, you know, it's going to be, you know, a full moon or a partial moon, to where you can take a picture of it. You know, this application works out very well. So thanks to our friends at LifeWare Solutions, we have a decent application for viewing that information. So that's it for our review today. We want to hear from you. If you have an application that you want reviewed, all you have to do is send me an email at anthony.pollard@staff.ppcgeeks.com, which is also showing on your screen right now. Otherwise, I'm waiting to hear from you, and we'll see you next time for a PPC Geeks video review.